Welcome back to the serious sector of the grim, dark future. Last we left Skull, captain of the Wolf Brothers. He was captured and sent for interrogation under articles of treason. A setup, no doubt, by the Dark Brothers, as the two have squabbled for millennia. With threats of an all-out war from Odin Prime, the homeworld of the Wolf Brothers, it was decided that trial by combat would be the only solution. Skull returns to Draconis V to face his accusers. Today we have a matchup between the Dark Brothers and Wolf Brothers. A quick look at the standings show both at 2 games played with a record of 1-1. We will be adjusting all points and rosters today to match the 2.5 datasheets available for free on onepagerules.org. Any changes to points will be refunded to each faction as credits and will allow them to spend those on their army. Captain Skull has been promoted to Prime Master as he leads 2 assault squads from the Alpha and Shadow Pack. Odin Prime has sent a unit of 3 Wolf Riders from the Alpha Pack to support them. The Wolf Riders are equipped with combat shields, 2 energy swords, and an energy hammer. They will generate 1 underdog point today, which can be used to modify a die roll. The Dark Brothers are well aware of the incoming fight. Newly promoted Prime Master Aquinas leads 2 squads of Prime Brothers from Phoenix and Vulcan. A squad of Dark Brother bikers accompany him with twin plasma carbines. Today's mission is Relic Hunt. 3 objective markers will be set up on the table at least 9 inches from each other and outside of deployment zones. If a unit seizes a marker, it will count as being carried by that unit. If the unit is pinned or destroyed, the marker is dropped. After 4 rounds, the player that manages to seize the most markers wins. Deployment will be in a spearhead today with 12 inches from the center from tip to tip. Battlefield conditions are clear. Secondary objectives for the Wolf Brothers is honor. That is not to allow enemy units into their deployment zone at the end of the game. The Dark Brothers get rage, which is to be the first player to destroy an enemy unit. As always, thank you so much for watching. We do these purely for love of the hobby and really enjoy these lighthearted rules in between some of the crunchier games that we play. I hope you enjoy. The Wolf Brothers are up for turn 1. And the Alpha Pack is going to move first with Captain Skull. They will execute a dash maneuver, allowing them to move up to 12 inches, getting into the ruins and into cover. Over to the Dark Brothers, the bikers are going to execute an advance. They are going to move up to 8 inches, getting a +2 due to being fast, and they are going to fire their twin plasma carbines. Targeting the Alpha Pack, over in the ruins, they do have an 18-inch range, normally hitting on 3s. Being in cover will make those 4s. 2 shots each from these plasma carbines, and we are going to see 2 hits. These are AP -4, so the 2-up save becomes 6. 1 will be blocked, 1 will go through, and 1 of those Marines taken down. The Shadow Pack executes a run maneuver moving up to 12 inches, and then we flip back over to the Dark Brothers, where a squad of brothers from the Phoenix Squadron, they are going to issue an advance order moving 6 inches, and they are going to bring their heavy rifles to bear against the recently moved Shadow Pack. We are going to give them a little bit of cover here, as 50% of that squad is behind some type of cover, and we're going to shoot with the normal Prime Brothers first. 5 shots going out, normally hitting on 3s. They're going to need a 4 to hit due to cover, and those 5 shots, 3 are going to hit. These are AP -1, so their 2-up save becomes a 3-up, and all of those are going to be passed. Captain Aquinas will take a shot with his heavy bolter as well, needing a 4. That shot is going to miss. The Wolf Riders are going to execute a rush maneuver moving 12 inches, and they get an additional 4 for a total of 16 for being fast, closing the gap very quickly. Back to the Dark Brothers, the Vulcan squad is going to move up with an advance. This is going to allow them to bring their heavy rifles into range of the Alpha Pack still in those ruins. These guys normally hit on 3s, but they are in cover, so that is going to make this 4s. And 5 shots come ripping out of their weapons, needing 4s. And there will be a total of 4 hits, and at AP -1, it will put them on 3-up saves. They do have a defense of 2. And it looks like all of these are going to be good, but one of those brothers will be cut down. And that brings us to the end of turn 1. The Wolf brothers moving up the center of the board, and the Dark brothers moving in to meet them. The Wolf brothers have positioned those Wolf riders in a position to get a charge off on the next turn. They know they have priority coming up, as they did finish their activations first. And we've got turn 2 coming up next. And that charge is exactly what we are going to see as the Wolf brothers move into contact with the bikers. And we are going to get a lot of attacks that come through from these energy swords as well as the energy hammer. And 2 of these brothers with energy swords are going to attack first. They get 2 attacks each for a total of 4. And they have a quality of 3. So those hits come across. There's only going to be 1. These weapons are AP -1, taking them to a 4-up save. They normally have a defense of 3, and the save is made. The hammer unleashes next, and it is going to hit. It is blast 3, so each one of these bikers is assigned a hit. And there's no AP on this weapon, so 3s are needed. 2 are going to be failed. That'll be 2 damage on one of the bikers. So we use an underdog point here and actually modify this to a save. The Dark brothers were not supposed to have the underdog point. It was supposed to be the Wolf brothers, so we only counted this as 1 hit on them. Totally screwed that up. But you have to let me know in the comments if the claws still get to attack here as well. We did 9 shots coming across from the wolves. They need 3s, and 6 of those go through, and it is AP -1, so this takes them to 4-up saves. And a handful of those are going to be failed, about 4. So it cuts down one of the bikers and puts 2 wounds onto another. Hopefully we got that right, allowing them to attack. The bikers will attack back with their close combat weapons, getting 4. Shield wall makes this a -1, so needing 4s to hit. And one of those goes through. It is going to be saved. So we do owe a morale test on these bikers. They are fearless, so on a 2-up, they're good. And they will pass and stick in the fight. The Wolf brothers being thrown back. We've got the Phoenix squad activating next. They are going to move with an advance order, moving up to 6 inches. And they are going to fire their heavy rifles into the Shadow Pack. That movement allows them to take advantage of no cover, so they will just be hitting on their quality of 3. We're going to roll all these dice together because the weapons are the same. There'll be 6 shots coming out, and they will hit on 3s. And only 2 of these are going to miss. So these are going to be just 2-up saves. Oh, excuse me, AP -1 takes these to 3 ups. And there's going to be 3 fails. So 3 of those brothers are cut down. That will put the Shadow Pack on a morale test. They are fearless and will pass on a 2-up, and they're good. Activating next, the Shadow Pack is going to move on top of the objective, and if they can hold it, they will take that loot on the next turn. They're going to fire their heavy pistols down at the Phoenix Squadron. And just 2 shots here, hitting on their quality of 3. And that is going to be 1 hit that goes through. It is AP -1, taking their defense of 2 to a 3-up save, and that is going to be made. The Vulcan Squadron activates next. They play an advance order, moving to the bottom, and they are going to open up with their heavy rifles, and they are going to take shots at the Shadow Pack. More than 50% of that unit can be seen, so we are just giving them normal line of sight and normal shooting. And they're going to hit on their quality of 3, 5 more shots coming out, and all of these but 1 are going to connect. And the AP -1 is going to put them on a 3-up save, and all of those saves will be made. The Alpha Pack is going to move next and play a rush maneuver, moving up to 12 inches. They are led by Captain Skull in the front, and they are going to form a line to the objective, hoping to hold that off. The bikers are going to disengage, moving around the side with an advance order, and they get just enough space to fire down at the Shadow Pack, attempting to take them out. 4 shots coming from their twin plasma guns, and they will be hitting on their quality of 4 due to cover, and 2 of those are going to go through. We are counting those wolves as cover as they are so tall. Saves being taken, AP -4. Both of those are failed, and that squad is eliminated. And with that squad taken out, turn 2 will come to a close, and the Wolf Brothers are going to occupy that southernmost objective and pick up that loot. They did have the one in the middle, but were shot off by the Black Bikers. We are moving to turn 3. The Wolf Brothers finished their activations first in turn 2, so they will be up first in turn 3, and these Wolf Brothers are going to charge into the Black Bikers again. These Wolf Riders do have the Strider ability, so they can move through terrain without any problems. But that big hammer is going to fire out first, and it will be hitting on a 3-up. That shot is going to miss. The energy swords are going to swing. 4 shots coming out, hitting on 3s. And it looks like 2 of the 4 are going to connect. And saves hit the deck at AP -1, requiring 4s. Both of those fail. Another biker taken down, and another has 2 wounds remaining. Now the claws are going to lash out. That is 9 more attacks coming through. Hopefully we got this right. They hit on 3s, and just a ton of hits that come through. That is going to be 7 out of the 9 that will connect. And these are AP -1, so needing 4s. And he is going to fail enough to be eliminated. 2. The Black Bikers have been taken off the board. As the turn moves back over to the Dark Brothers, we've got the Vulcan Squad using a rush maneuver as they sweep around the back of these Wolf Brothers, trying to block them off from the Phoenix Squad as they work their way towards the objective. Back to the Wolf Brothers, the Alpha Pack, they are going to take the loot, and they are executing a rush maneuver, moving back towards their side of the board. Next up for the Dark Brothers, we have the Phoenix Squad, and these Prime Brothers are going to execute a rush maneuver to the northernmost objective on the map. And that brings us to the end of a very quick and deadly turn 3. The Wolf Brothers have stolen one of the loot markers, and the Dark Brothers are occupying one. They will pick that up, seizing it for this turn. And we are moving into the final turn 4, where the Wolf Brothers will be up again. And these Wolf Riders execute a rush maneuver right through the gap to the objective. The name of the game in this scenario is to seize the most objectives, and they have blocked that off to make it very difficult for the Dark Brothers to make their way through. We will see a charge here coming from the Vulcan Squad as they move into base-to-base contact with the Wolf Riders. They get 2 attacks each in close combat. That is a total of 10. And they will hit on their quality of 3, but actually it is a 4 due to shield wall. That is a -1 to hit. So 10 attacks come out, needing 4s, and we get the average on this one. 5 hits go through. There's no AP, so these guys are going to save on their quality, which is 3. And it looks like 2 will be failed. That will apply 2 wounds to one of the Wolf Riders, but they are still intact. The Alpha Squad is going to activate, moving completely to the board edge. They are out of range. And then we have a charge coming from the Phoenix Squadron into the Wolf Riders, seeing if they can do anything to hopefully shift them off the objective. They are carrying one of the loot tokens with them. And you're going to see 12 total attacks come across here, as they do have Captain Aquinas with them as well. And all of these guys are equipped with the same weapons. Pretty bare bones right now in the campaign. And they will be hitting on 4s due to shield wall. This time going a bit below the averages, wishing we had Rend right here with all these 6s, but do not. So there will be a total of 5 hits that go through, and these guys are going to save on their quality, which is 3. There's no AP on this weapon, and those dice come out. There will be one of the Wolf Riders that is taken down, but it will not be enough for the Dark Brothers to get in and secure that objective. The objective is not contested. At this point, we realized we owed a morale test for the previous attack, as they did not attack back. That was fine. And now the energy swords are going to come across. They get 1 extra attack because they have the counterattack special rule. They hit on 3s this time. It was 6 total attacks coming across instead of the normal 4. And AP -1 gives them 3-up saves, and 2 of those are going to be failed. That's 2 of those brothers taken down. And then the Wolves are going to attack with their claws. 6 total attacks. They also hit on 3s. Pretty abysmal roll here. 2 of those come across, and they're AP -1 as well. So both of those will be failed. That is 2 more of those Dark Brothers cut down. But once again, they are not close enough to that objective. Our markers are a little bigger than they have to be. They roll for morale. They are just fine. But at the end of this one, the Dark Brothers are not going to be able to poke in there and contest the objective, and the Wolf Brothers are going to come away with a victory today. So as the Wolf Brothers pick up and score 2 of the objectives, the Dark Brothers will only get 1, and that will be our final today. And again, just a really quick and fun game from One Page Rules. Be sure to check them out. Really hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, be sure to leave a like. We look forward to expanding our armies and expanding the narrative, and there's more to come from the Scars of Draconis. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.